Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. Special guest in the studio and friend of the show. She's certainly no stranger, Jasmine Kyle of the SEK Humane Society. Hey. Jasmine, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and thank you so much for bringing Betty.
Not a problem.
So I'd like to start, we have a number of events that I want to talk about as well, but I want to start talking about this adorable being right here.
Isn't she sweet? She is so perfect in all reality. She is an amazing lab mix. Betty is 8 years old, but you would never ever guess that.
So that's amazing when you told me that, because when I say this, I don't want it to make it sound like she's hyperactive, but she certainly doesn't act like an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
She wants to play and love.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's the whole thing when people see her online and see the grin, they're like, oh, you know, it's a senior dog, you know, we're looking for something more active. Give her a chance. She loves to be active, loves to play with kids. She loves kids so much, she's been on several school educational trips as well.
How does she do on those trips?
She's fantastic. Well, just like with you right now, she has no hesitation to go up to kids,
she doesn't.
give them love, have people walk her. The only thing that is special with Betty, she's looking for a home with no other animals.
Sure.
Animals stress her out a little bit, but with people, oh my gosh, she'll melt just like how she is with you. She will be up on the couch with you if you want her to be, of course. She'll be the one that cuddles with you. But if you are an active family going to the park, going on tournaments, she'll hop in the back of the car. She does that just fine even on the way up here to the station this morning.
And folks,
she would be a great family dog.
I really do want to point that out, is when Jasmine brought her in, she takes to people just like that. Now, I understand that if you have another pet in the family, no, Betty, maybe not for you, but if you're looking for some companionship and the way this dog latches onto you, and the way that when you walk into a room, Betty latches on to you, and I mean that in a loving way. Yeah. We need to find Betty. We need to find Betty a home, folks, because this dog is full. Just full of love.
And if you're looking, especially for a family, to start into the dog world, right? We know puppy season's coming up, but try an adult dog. Even if, because again, with puppies, you have to go through the teething, the potty training. Betty's already had all that. You don't have to worry about that with her.
And sponsored, right?
Yeah, she's sponsored, which means she has no adoption fee. She's already microchipped. She's already spayed. We've got her up to date. She is ready to go home to a loving household. And of course, with her sponsorship right now, we're doing a week of foster. So you get to try her out for a whole week with your family. And if it doesn't work, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's never a bad experience for them, because what you're doing is giving them socialization. You're giving them those sights, those sounds, that extra break from the shelter. But if it does, you just made a whole world of difference. And I kid you not, they will pay it back to your family 20 times over.
Okay, now Jasmine, here's what I think is going to happen. Somebody out there was watching right now, and they're going to want to say, I want to go see Betty today. And maybe if I've got kids or grandkids, maybe I want to bring them out. Hours and availability, so we can come see Betty and make sure that Betty gets a home.
Is she awesome?
Okay, by the way, before you do that, it was interesting when you said about her pictures, because people see that gray right there. That's dignified, folks.
Yes,
Betty
she
and I
looks so cute.
Dignified.
So yeah, right now we're open to the public on the weekends, but we are doing adoption appointments for any day of the week. Yep, any day of the week. So head on over to our website, thesekhumanesociety.com. You can submit an application on there. You can also list multiple dogs you're interested in, and we set up a private appointment. It's done fantastic during the pandemic because it's a lot more quieter, a lot more privatized, but things are getting better, so we may have some exciting news here in the future with our hours changing again.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know, but for right now, open to the public on the weekends, but you can submit an application and we'll give you a call and we can set you up for any day of the week.
So I know that you do this by appointment, and one of the questions I've always neglected to ask you when we do these interviews, what exactly goes into an appointment? What can I expect coming in?
Yeah, so a big difference is if you already have a dog, right? Let's say that you're interested in adopting another. We will have you mandatory do a meet and greet. So you'll bring your other canine down and we'll do socialized visitations with the dogs together. So that way, because again, a household is an all new experience, especially when there's another dog involved. New dog is going into new territory, right? So we always want to make sure that there's a bond, that there's good communication already beforehand. So new dog can kind of be under the wings of the others and get to know the family that way.
And just as a friendly reminder, folks, Betty, who has been absolutely awesome around the people, what we're looking for is we're looking for somebody who wants a companion as a dog, and doesn't have other pets, but if you're looking for one, this is the one that you want to get your hands on because she is absolutely spectacular. I want to ask you about Egg My Yard.
Yeah.
Because it's something that probably around the Forest Days people are familiar with and we've heard about it.
Yeah.
But it's really taking off this year.
Yeah, so, and we've been quiet, right, because of the pandemic.
I know.
When we first started the event, we were like, oh, you know, maybe a few hundred, and then it got to 1,000 really, really quick.
No way, did it really?
Yeah, we're actually over 1,000 eggs already right now, so it is going fantastic. It's 25
Here,
eggs.
Can I trade you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I wanna-
It's 25 eggs
Here.
for $25 or 50 for 40, and 100% goes to these guys. It goes to getting them special medications, to behavioralist appointments, to new enrichment activities. Everything goes back to them. And right now, as of today, I only have 10 spots left. So we'll be posting that on our Facebook page on how you can sign up for one of those last spots. We're doing Pittsburgh and Frontenac.
Okay.
We're talking about Girard maybe next year, but for
Because
this
it's been
year-
so popular.
Exactly. It's really blown our perspectives out of the water because it's a different type of fundraiser, and it's kind of a fun one in all reality.
Sure.
It's neat for the kids to come out and to see the eggs, and we leave knockers with, saying that we've been there. It's one of those fundraisers where for people that it's hard to come out to the shelter, and we absolutely understand that because it can be hard emotionally sometimes.
Right.
But whether it's a fun fundraiser like this or a bake sale or coming out on a volunteer day, anything helps, and we're so happy this one does.
Okay, that kind of led me into my next question there because since Egg My Yard has become so popular and you're thinking about expanding it, volunteer and help
Yes.
are of the utmost importance. If I want to donate my time, and hey, all you parents with kiddos out there looking to build college resumes and get some community hours in, how do we contact you and what steps do we need to make sure that we go through
Yeah.
if we want to spend time out at the SEK Humane Society?
Yeah, it's super simple. Just head on over to our website. We have a volunteer form. And when you do that, you'll include your email and you're automatically added to our volunteer email list. So whether
awesome.
that's a pet sense event, a bake sale, or we're going to have emails coming out here in the next 2 weeks for Egg My Yard for volunteers to sign up to have fun that morning and help distribute eggs. So you will be getting those directly emailed to you. Now, of course, on our open days to the public, you can come out anytime during open hours and you can walk dogs, you can play with dogs in the park. We always recommend though, when you're coming out, 20 minutes, because it's really hard for these guys to do like a quick 5-minute walk and be put away. So if you have 20 minutes of your time, boy, it does a difference for them. You can really see it at the end and they love it.
Okay, so folks, I'm urging everybody to volunteer, whether it be the SEK Humane Society or just any humane society in your area. Do that, and I want to be able to come back next week with great news that Miss Betty has a great home.
Aw, she's such a sweet girl.
Okay, we're gonna find Betty a home. I want everybody to give Jasmine a call this morning.
Please.
Let's get this done, folks. We'll be back with more KOM. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more KOM Morning News on Fox 14 right after this.